What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rosey Wisdom, and I'm coming to you with another experience. And this one is about how I became homeless, but it was purpose. Yes, there was purpose in my homelessness. So, when I departed from my 15-year relationship, I moved to Texas, 20K steps. I moved to Texas, and everything was fine and dandy. Going into 2023, I started having some financial hardships or whatnot, and things took a turn. I remember being stressed, frustrated. Everything was piling up. The bills was piling up. The rent was overlapping from month to month. I had applied for rental assistance, and rental assistance went through a whole new system, and had to reapply, and it was all type of crazy stuff going on. But through it all, it was purpose. Now, in the midst of this stress, Jesus had just said, like, you're in the middle of a storm and you're floating on a cloud. That's what he said. He said, you're in the middle of a storm and you're floating on a cloud. And so how I took that was, despite all the bad things that was going on, all the turmoil or all the troubles or whatever that was messed up around me, despite all that, remember, this is just a storm, but you're on a cloud, sitting comfortable. I didn't understand the cloud part until afterwards. But as long as I'm with Christ, I'm going to be it's not about comfortability, but I'm going to be good through any storm. I'm going to make it out. Breathing. You know? And kid you not, that was my experience. So 2023, I became homeless for 15 months. And kid you not, December 20th, I got a yes to an apartment. And December 25th I was able to move in, but I waited 2 extra days to make sure that they was done with the little renovations or whatever that they had left to do. Now, being homeless with a purpose. Why do I say I was homeless and it was purpose? Well, for starters, let me give y'all some background on me. When I would leave the kid's father, mind you, we was living with his parents. So in all actuality, we didn't have to pay rent, but we was paying towards whatever at the time. So after leaving Charles, usually I would go to a sibling, to my sisters, or to my mom's house. And honestly, my sister never charged me rent. My sister's motto is, if you're going through something, I want to help you. I don't want nothing from you. I want you to save your money, get on your feet, do what you got to do, and I don't need to be a part of dampening that. So my mama, on the other hand, you live with me? Oh, I need you to do this, and that. So it's a part of living with my mama that's like, how I'm going to ever save and move if you keep asking for this, that. So it's almost like you're being stuck there. So we got out of that cycle. But moving forward, being homeless with a purpose was basically God showing me how to be a responsible adult. Okay? Paying bills, paying for whatever I need for the kids, paying for food, anything that revolves adulthood, having children, and living on your own. That's what Christ was showing me, because honestly, in my relationship, I was stagnant for a long time. I was very stagnant. I was 20-something, had the mentality, it felt like the mentality of my teenage years. So I wasn't growing. Internally, I wasn't growing, and things of that nature. Mind you, I met Christ at 23. That's when things changed, at 23. Anything before that was slave of Satan and bondage. So I didn't really have, I can't really say I've been responsible. I can't really say I paid rent. I can't really say I paid for food because I was getting government assistance. Even this time around, when I first moved to Texas, I wasn't getting government assistance. They had cut me off, and that was fine because I was working, and I didn't even think twice about it. I just bought food with cash, like everybody else. But that didn't bother me. But I was either on government assistance or I had a job but quit early. Or the young mind in me, when I used to have a job, I used to stay there no longer than 6 months, and if it was around income tax time, I would always quit, as if the income tax money finna last forever, when it be gone quicker than your first paycheck, and now you're back looking stupid. So I became homeless with a purpose, and the purpose is to teach me, or it was a test to show myself, because God already knew that I would come out of it, but the concerns and the worries that I had, that only God would know, on how I'm gonna do this or how I'm gonna do that. All the house, all that was deaded because I'm single, 5 children, and 2 dogs. I got an XL Bully Corso female, and I got a full breed Corso male, and they big. So I gotta pay for them, their food, our roof. We all was going through it together. But my kids learned a lot from that experience as well. But back to the story, this was purpose because it taught me how to be responsible. And I was homeless for 15 months. I went to work, I paid my hotel fee, and to tell you how I got there is another way around this. It's another way through the wilderness, and I don't want you to leave me so soon, but that's another story at another time. But there is stuff that happened before I even got to the hotel. I can say short term, Jesus, it took a connection to a connection to a connection, and bam. So Jesus took me out. We did have to spend a couple of days in my vehicle in the summer heat in Texas, over 100 degrees. Everybody was messed up. Everybody was going through it. But I didn't show no sadness, no afraid. I didn't show no fear. You know, I'm the adult, so I had to. It's okay. I got it. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. You know, when they don't even know, sometimes I cried, which they shouldn't. You know, I brought them in this world, and it's my responsibility to fix situations and get out of it. So the good thing is, I was never alone. I was never alone, and I was always with Christ, and Christ was always with me. So I was homeless for 15 months. I came out of homelessness, and then I signed my first lease for 15 months. It's like a pattern. And now I'm on my second lease, and I'm still paying my rent, doing what I need to do. Doing what I need to do. As an adult, as a mother, as a woman, as a sister, as a daughter. as a friend and as a child of God. I'm doing what I need to do. So all praises go to Father God and Jesus Christ for teaching me. It took a hardship to teach me, just to make myself be certain and to show me that I can do this, and to show me that I'm never alone. Christ was always with me. When I came out of homelessness, I posted my experience. No one knew I was homeless, by the way, besides my family or whoever. Probably only 2 people. But when I posted it on social media, Facebook to be in particularly, a childhood friend had said, "I wish I could hug you." And little did she know, little did anybody know, I was being hugged the whole time. See, Jesus spoke on the storm, but the storm wasn't even the eviction part. The storm wasn't even that part. The storm was the homelessness that was out coming to. You know, the 1 bed, the 1 room, 2 bed hotel room, 5 kids, 2 dogs. That came with that, you know. And it was one heck of an experience. It's something I would never go back to because I learned from my mistakes. I'm not one to make a mistake. After knowing what self-sabotaging is, reflecting on how I self-sabotage myself, and besides, that self-sabotaging stuff is over with because, like I said, I just wanted to win one, and with Christ, I did. My going out was when I became a winner. And that's that. So it don't take a lot for me to get it together. You know, I learned from my mistakes, and I hope it don't take a lot of other people to have to keep going around a merry-go-round to learn from theirs. So yes, I passed the test. I've been responsible ever since, and it's been amazing. So yes, I was homeless with a purpose, and that's that.